Hello everyone, and you're welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to write programs that make decisions. So to do that, let's create a new Python file. So I'll just go to File, I'll just do a new file, and I will just call that Decisions. I'll just say logic, like so, .py. I'll press the return key, and let's just save that here. I'll just call that logic.py. And then we'll have that logic.py file. So let's go ahead and just write a simple comment, and I'll just zoom this in and hide that view. So in our comments, let's just say working with logical operators. I think it should be a P, and we're good. So Python uses the if statement and uses the if else statements, basically like in other programming languages, and we use that to make decisions. The syntax, which is the way you're supposed to write that, so let's just say syntax is this. So I'm going to create a multi-line comment. So you're going to say if, and then you have a decision, and then you have your statements. And basically that's what your program is going to do. Right? So I think it's better to use this. So let's say if, and we have an expression like so, and then you have the statement. And let's just see an example so we can solidify this example right here. And notice the indentation. Python indents 4 spaces. If you indent and it's not 4 spaces, you're going to get errors in your program. So that's one source of errors. So let's create a simple program that takes in our age. So let's just say creating an age variable. Oops. And I'll still zoom this in one step like so. So I'm going to create a variable called age, and I'll tell the user to get an input from the user. So right now, I'm just going to say input. And then in the input statement, we'll just say, please enter your age, like so. So when the user enters the age, what we want to do is to actually print the user's age if it's less than a specific value. So let's say the user, we're going to be using 24 or any other number as an example. So let's say, so now we say if our age is less than, let's say 10, what we're going to do is to print hello kiddo. So let's save this and let's just go to run and run without debugging so we can see this in our console. So it says please enter your age, and I'll just make this larger so we can see this. Please enter your age, and I'll see 2, and we actually get an error because it says it doesn't support this instance of a string converting to int. So what we need to do first is to convert or cast our input into an integer, not a string. So what we're going to do is just say str like so, and sorry, int, not string, so we'll just say int to convert our input into an integer, not a string coming from our keyboard. And let's quickly run that again. It says please enter your age, and I'll put 2, and it says hello kiddo because that age is less than 10, like so. So what happens if the age is greater than 10? So let's save that and run it again. And let's say for the please enter your age. So let's say I select type 50, right? We're not going to get anything because we haven't specified the condition for the input if the input is greater than 50. So let's say if age, right here, we can do another if statement. Let's say if age is greater than 10, and we'll say print hi there, you are older than 10. right? So let's save that and let's run it and create a value that's actually larger than 10. So please enter your age. I'll say 20, and it says, hi there, you are older than 10, because the age we specified there is older than 10. So instead of using a lot of if statements continuously, you can actually use an else if statement. And to do that, you just use the if statement. So if a user enters a single input, it can decide and then specify an action to take or branch off to a path. So just like we actually did here. So if the age is less than 10, it's going to print this. And if the age is greater than 10, it's going to print this as well. So we don't need to use a lot of nested if statements. So that's one way we can actually solve this issue. Let's use another example using a string. So I'll make all this, convert all this into a comment. And let's see another quick example using days of the week. Now I'm going to be kind of like hard coding this, or we can actually use the input we are getting directly from our keyboard. And remember the issue we just had recently where we had to quickly convert to that. So let's look at another example using a text. So let's say we want to get the day of the week. So let's say day equals, and I'll do an input. Let's say input like so as a method. So let's say enter the day of the week like so. So why am I getting an error here? Very good, because I'm indenting this, so I'll just unindent that and we should be good to go. So I'm creating an input and I'm trying to get the day of the week from the user. So if the input is equal to Monday, so what we're going to say is if input equals a string Monday, so what we're going to do is to print it's going to be busy today because the day is Monday. So I'll just save that and run this. So it says enter day of the week, and I'll say Monday. Now you notice something here. The reason why I use that colon is to actually show that separation right here. So if we actually didn't enter Monday, there was an error. So let's quickly fix that. So I'll drop this down, hide it back here. So enter day of the week. So I'll just use a column and a single space and save that. And let's just run this. So you can actually see it adds a little space here so we can do things. So I'll just say Monday. So it says enter day of the week, Monday, and we're not getting any output here. So let's see what the problem is. So if input equals Monday, so it's day that I'm checking, not the input. So I'm just go ahead and quickly fix that. So if day equals Monday, so I'll save that, hold control and F5. So enter day of the week, and I say Monday. So we're actually not getting that as well. So let's see what the problem is. So my day is equal to input, enter day of the week. So if day is equal to the string Monday, print day, but this is still not working. So why is it not working, right? Why is this not working? So we're getting this input and it's a string. So I'll just run that again. So let's say Monday. So good. So it's going to be a busy day. I forgot the A. So the reason why it didn't work is because I didn't save the script, because I changed it and I didn't save it. So it's actually good to save that, so the effect, it will actually take effect. Now another issue I want you to know is let's try the elif version. So let's say elif, and this is just else if, like so. So elif the day, let's say it's equal to, let's create Friday. So let's print out the weekend is here. So let's save that and let's run this program. So enter day of the week. I'm going to enter Friday. Oops. And say the weekend is here. So it's checking if I'm entering either Monday or Friday. So what happens if we spell Monday incorrectly? So let's save that and run the program again. So enter day of the week, and I use a capital M, and I do NDAY like so. We're not going to get any result. So one way to get around this is to make sure that we actually use a lowercase value and convert the input, which is the string coming in as the input. We need to convert that to a string so that we can use this. So let's see how we can easily do that. Remember when we were working on our introduction on those string methods, we're going to use a string method and then convert this into a string. So what I'm going to do right here, just after we create our day, let's say convert day to lowercase. So whatever case the user types in, it'll convert that case to a lowercase, and then we can actually use it. So I'll create another version. I'll just say day underscore low is equal to day dot lower. Now remember, lower doesn't accept any arguments. It's just the name of the method right here, the string, and then dot lower. So this has converted this to lower. So what we're going to do is to compare everything to lower. So we're going to say day underscore low over here, and then say day underscore low. So we can actually type in all our input and then we won't have any issues. Another quick thing I'd like to show you is to better organize your code and make it much more cleaner. You can put the arguments in parentheses, basically like this, and this should be fine, like so. It actually makes the code much more cleaner and readable. But Python is still not going to complain if you leave it out. I just find it's super nice to just put this in parentheses. So let's save our program right now and let's go to our terminal real quick. And we'll just minimize that. So let's go to run and run without debugging. So it's asking us to enter day of the week. So I'm going to type MONDAY. Right, you can actually see the different caps and cases, and it still works. It says it's going to be a busy day, so that means it still works. It still works irrespective of how we type our input. So I don't want this to be super long, but that brings us to the end. And there are a lot of examples we were looking on when we keep on learning more about Python and loops and statements. So see you guys in the next lesson.